Kelimala ungazincishi ungazincishi yo dumelang Tsivinki. Today is very sad, man. It's a very sad episode of the Mobile School podcast because one of the greatest artists in South Africa, Licky, committed suicide. And today I just want to talk about social media and its effects on mental health. I'm not really a therapist, I'm not somebody who's educated in this topic, but just from my observation, I just want to say social media is not about you, man. So you might think, oh, what are you talking about? If it's my tweet or my post on Facebook, if I put it out there, it's about me. But it's about what you receive, like that share, that retweet, that heart on Instagram. It's about all of that. And then social media companies have done it in such a way that there used to be a time where if you post something at 10, it appears at 10. And then everything is about timology, it's about chronologically. But now it's about algorithms. And what they've done is that depending on what topic you're posting about, they will put that topic on the people that think like you so they can like, retweet, so it sparks your brain. So have you noticed when you post something and then you don't have a like or a retweet, it upsets you a bit, and then as soon as you get a notification that says a like, not only do you smile at your phone, but your brain becomes happy and you go and you tag that to see who that person is that retweeted you, that liked you. You go check their profile and you might follow them or add them as friends because you're like, oh, like-minded people. And that's what social media has been able to do, separate us. But what I mean when I say social media is not about you is that even now with Ricky's untimely death, people are making it about them, like, oh, I can't believe I could have said something to you. I can't believe that uh, you didn't find the time to talk to me. Like a lot of people are going through a whole lot of shit that they're not talking about. So social media is not about you, it's about the algorithms that are trying to mine as much information about you so they can sell your information, but not only sell you information, but keep you on the app for as long as you can be so they can find out more information about you. So this is not a call for us to step away from social media. I've been doing that. I only log in around 9, 12, 3, and 6, and sometimes I'll check in between if I'm just communicating with somebody on inbox and I know they probably expect me to respond to them. But we need to understand that social media has become dangerous. Keep in mind, this is the second person who's committing suicide, and you cannot say the signs were there. Patrick Shy, he was like just some drunk old man sitting in a car talking shit about Casper Nyovest. People started bullying him. He passed on, and people are like, oh, he was probably dealing with some other stuff. It can't be like the civilians. Cool. Cooley Roberts, taking pictures half naked on the floor, doing like some weird things, and nobody realized, or they probably didn't have to realize because it was her choice to do all those things. We're not sure what happened, but she probably committed suicide as well. What happened with Ricky Rick is the fact that Ricky Rick, like Big Zulu said, he was a father in this industry. He was a 32-year-old father to a lot of these kids. Okay, sharp. He does respect Malum Kulked as one of his fathers. But in terms of impact for these kids, and I'm not gonna sit there and say I was a big fan of his shit because I felt like, yo, dog, we live in a country that has so much poverty. Stop talking to these kids about clothes that they're wearing. And for him, it was like inspiration. But I did like the fact that he did like do like cotton fest merch for kids who cannot afford his Louis Vuittons and stuff. But they will say, yeah, I'm one of the people that support this movement of cotton. Silicotin, 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 cotin. But yeah, man, social media is not about you. To the family, to friends, please find peace. Understand that they didn't do that out of hate, and I hope the kids are well taken off after that. They see people who are going to explain these type of situations. And suicide triggers a lot of people. And also, fuck all you motherfuckers who are making this about women not taking care of men. It's like, don't shift the fucking blame. There's a lot of women who are committing suicide as well. There's a lot of women who are going through a lot of shit. So don't blame them for men committing suicide. Don't even dare. Like, we've been blaming women for our problems for the longest time. We are not going to put suicide on them. AKA, shut the fuck up. You're the last person. You're the last fucking person to make this about women. Don't fucking do that. I don't want to talk about your business, but you're the last fucking person. With that said, I just want to say, guys, when it comes to social media, minus some of the shit you consume. I'm not a expert on this, but right now there's this war in Ukraine. You guys are retweeting stuff that you don't even understand. Like, and when you get told, like, yo, dog, look at the history of the USSR and Russia, like how it moved from USSR, and you'll understand. You guys don't even care. As long as it sounds good to you, like, oh, Putin is a piece of shit, retweet. And that's not how you should deal with information, because we don't read anymore. We watch clips, videos. And please stop fucking putting 30 seconds clips of somebody saying goodbye, good night. If that's something they've been saying and say, oh, you see, Ricky has always been sending messages. No, Ricky has not been sending messages. And if he hasn't been sending them to you. Who the fuck are you, Skumbuzo? Do you 3-bedroom? Yeah, no questioning. You can't move around because the rooms are too small, but at least you have your own room. Thinking, which is boy, I must say, by talking about Ricky was reaching out to us. No, he wasn't. The guy had a wife. The guy has been dealing with a lot. He did mention that he's been dealing with a lot, but he did say, I don't want pity. I don't want anyone to talk to me about this shit. But he was a father to everyone. The story is the same to everyone. Like, yo, that guy would call up on you and check if you're okay. But yeah, guys, social media is not for us. I don't think mentally, the way it has come and the way algorithms have been set up, they put in mind what our brains can take in. It's sad. By the time you're probably watching this, you would have forgotten that there was a guy called Ricky Rick. Because I promise you, in 2 days, nobody's going to talk about Ricky Rick. With that said, guys, take care of your mental health. Talk to your friend. I'm a big supporter of assisted suicide. I get it. Like, sometimes people are like, yeah, man, fuck this shit. I don't want to be here. But suicide from depression is different. This is not somebody who had cancer and was in pain. This is somebody who was in pain mentally and he could cover it up with like all these concepts. Like, right, the motherfucker was planning Cotton Fest. He could have been triggered by a sponsor pulling out or some email that just fucked him up and he felt like, I'm defeated. I'm trying to do something great for the kids and I'm being blocked left, right, and center. And those issues will come out at some point. But even when they do, we shouldn't blame the person who was doing their job saying, we don't have a budget for this. We are not going to be able to keep sponsoring you for this because of our COVID restriction, because of supply demand. And he could have been triggered by that. But this episode is about Ricky Rick. Rest in peace, brother. Like, you're one of the realest people that was there. Everybody tells the same story that you were there for everyone. And of course, there were people who were probably trying to be there for you and they couldn't. Maybe you didn't want them to be there. But yeah, guys, be careful what you post, like what you like. Also, when somebody says something that you agree with, even if it's about hating somebody, like right now, people are like, oh, so and so should not make it about him. DJ Tira should not make it about him. And that's some sort of bullying. As soon as you start saying, yeah, where were his friends? It's like now you're bullying the friends who were probably there and he was like, yo, see you tomorrow, gents. And then something triggered him. Like, oh, guys, we don't know what people are dealing with. And it said that it had to be Ricky Rick, and I'm not saying it could have been anyone else. ANC leadership, all of them. You guys can kill yourself. You guys are really don't give a fuck about it. Like if Gwete, Ramaphosa, Bona Lady Pando, I woke up tomorrow and they were like, oh, these motherfuckers committed suicide. The first thought wouldn't be like, oh my God, I hope their families are okay. I'd be like, whew. Let's start rebuilding this country. These people have ruined it. Fuck all of you. I hate you guys. I really do. I can't stand you. But This is not how I want to end this video, ya Ricky Ricky, guys. I want to end this video, ya Ricky Ricky, about what Ricky Ricky stood for. Ricky Ricky was a family man. Ricky Ricky loved his kids. He loved his wife. Ricky Ricky loved his kids. All thousands of you. Ricky Ricky loved you. And you guys know, even when we were wearing fakes and he would say, yo, stop wearing fakes. Work hard and get your paper up. Do things right. You'll get there where you can afford real stuff and it will buy you Vans. Like you can afford Vans. Wear Vans, bar. Stop trying to wear shoes that are 80,000, Kaskipas at 30 rand, that's the price. No, it doesn't work like that, dog. That's fake. Stop wearing fake. We don't wear this. It's Lukoti all day, every day. A very amazing, creative part of the Boys in Bags. But in general, he was a good vibe, man. Like, and a lot of people are maybe hurt by the fact that he seemed happy all the time. And this is not one of those, oh, check up on a strong friend, check up on the ones that look so happy. No, this is about be kind. Take care of your own mental health to understand that when you speak to somebody else, whether it's online or offline, you have to think about their mental health. With that said, this is not a podcast. I'm not a podcaster, not at all. I'm an independent TED Talk. Abash, rest in peace, Ricky Ricky. Licky Leaky. Dum, dum, dum.